When you're ready, Jess.
People constantly fear failure. Schools praise students with high academic achievement and punish students with relatively low grades. So society defines that everyone should reject failure to succeed. While I'm not claiming that failure is needed to succeed in life. But however, exploring this idea in the context of sports, sports can teach us that failure can create opportunities for one to be successful if done correctly. Jim Taylor, a sports psychologist, teaches us that if your success goal is driven by a strong sense of motivation, it will be the starting block for failures to become into successes. Motivation will impact everything that influences sports performance, physical conditioning, technical and tactical training, mental preparation, and general lifestyle. So Jim Taylor learned motivation as a young child, and he managed to transform himself from an ordinary person to becoming one of the former top professional alpine skiers worldwide. But before he became a professional skier, he actually didn't do much skiing. He failed to motivate himself to ski as he faced a lot of work during his college years, and he failed to become the best skier he could be then. And but realizing his failure, and he learned to accept his failure and learn to deal with mistake, and this motivated him to put in the time and effort to start skiing more. And he would use these mistakes to motivate himself to achieve that goal. But this will only be the first step for him to transform his failures into successes. Motivation alone is not responsible for this. Resilience is also a key component in doing so. For example, Michael Jordan. Today, Michael Jordan is portrayed as a legendary figure in the basketball world. However, he was not born a perfect player. His three-point shot accuracy was relatively low compared to other basketball players like Jeremy Lin or Kobe Bryant. During his early years, he has not even shown his highest potential in basketball, seen in this video.
I missed more than 9,000 shots in my career. I've lost almost 300 games. 26 times I've been trusted to take the game-winning shot and missed. I've failed over and over and over again in my life. And that is why I succeed.
So even though his mistakes were heavily emphasized in his basketball career, this did not prevent him from quitting. In fact, he used his failures to improve his game through resilience. And so, not everyone can get back on their feet. But Michael Jordan realized that looking back through his failures allowed him to see that other people were better than him, and his basketball skills were not even close to perfect. He had to show his resilience to bounce back into the game, and he learned that he needed to continue to improve himself. And so his example showed that resilience pushes you to deal with failure properly in order to become successful. But besides motivation and resilience, Roy Halladay, a famous baseball player, teaches us that if you demonstrate hardworkiness into your goal, failure can also be used as an opportunity to become successful. As a baseball player in the Toronto Blue Jays, he has become a worldwide sensation in the baseball world. However, his early baseball career was considered as a disaster because he was demoted from the Major League Baseball in 2001. But instead of quitting, he learned to become a better baseball player, and he decided to create this workout, a 90-minute workout which demonstrated his hard work and effort to transform himself from a semi-pro player to a world-class baseball player. And so this failure allowed Halladay to see that he wasn't good enough in the Major League Baseball and understood that there were players that were better than him. And even though he was disappointed that he was demoted from this Major League Baseball, but not only he showed motivation and he showed resilience, but he also showed the hard work and effort that will push him to become the world famous baseball player he is today. But if he weren't demoted, he would not have created that time-consuming workout which helped him to enter the Major League Baseball with his hard work. This really showed how much improvement he has made to become the best baseball player he can be. So motivation alone, or resilience alone, or even hardworkingness alone cannot show a huge transformation from failure into success. They all build up to do so. Maybe you can't swim, and your friends laugh at you for drowning in the pool, and so you want to learn how to swim. But motivation alone doesn't make you a better swimmer. You have to combine all these characteristics together to become the best swimmer you can. They all say you should avoid failure in order to succeed, but you face failure at some point. No one is perfect at everything, but you just use that opportunity to transform your failures into success. Thank you.